Nicely done. Oh, the drama! Hello everybody, now welcome along to what promises to be a Tercera División classic today between Móstoles and Pozuelo Alarcón. Now it's also at the start of a new era for the team on tour, in that this is the first time I've actually gone back to a ground, or at least to see the same team playing. So because of this, I'm not going to do my customary background information about the club or history about the club, but what I've done instead is I've actually done a little article about this on the website. I never actually talk about the website, just because until now everything on the website has basically been what's on the YouTube channel. But from now on, teams that I'm going back to see, I'll do a little profile of them on the website. I'll leave a link to the description in that below, so check that out. So last time I was here was back in December, and I saw an absolute cracker of a game, and there should be a link popping up in the right hand corner if I'm not mistaken right now. So Móstoles lost 4-3 at home to Leganés, and I think it was possibly the best game I've seen this season. I can't quite decide if last week's game might have eclipsed it. I think probably not. So anyway, today's game I'm hoping is going to be as good, and to be fair, even if it's only half as good, I'll still be in for a treat, and so will you. Right, I'm really going to try not to repeat myself too much from the last time I was here, but this is Iker Casillas country. Just as a reminder, you've got the Iker Casillas football complex, which is here just across the road from the stadium. And the club has a partnership with the Iker Casillas Foundation. They work on a number of community projects together, and the ground is actually on Avenida Iker Casillas. I was trying to find a sign that would say that, but you'll just have to take Google Maps word for it. So here we are inside what I think has to be one of my favourite grounds in the Spanish lower leagues, certainly in the Madrid area, and certainly amongst the ones that I've been to anyway. And again, at the risk of repeating myself, I think this has a lot of potential. And you know, Móstoles is the second biggest city in the Madrid community after Madrid itself, and you know, I think they probably warrant having a ground this size in relation to the size of the city, but they've just not managed to get the crowds through the gates, unfortunately. Now, as I mentioned, I'm really excited for today's game, which is a bit of a promotion playoff battle between Móstoles and Pozuelo Alarcón. Now this is kind of last chance saloon for Móstoles. They were on a brilliant run of 2 defeats in 15 games in 2018. They've actually won 7 of their last 9 home matches, and that had given them real hope of clinching a playoff spot. But they suffered a damaging last minute loss to Rayo Vallecano's B team last weekend, and that's left them 8 points adrift with 5 matches to play. Now that might make it seem like a bit of a lost cause for Móstoles, but no, because today they can put themselves back in contention if they beat 4th place Pozuelo Alarcón. Now Pozuelo have had a similar run of results in 2018. They've also lost 3 times. I actually saw one of those defeats against Alcalá back in January. Now they slipped out of the playoff places after that defeat, but they've got 4th spot back. But there are a number of teams breathing down their necks, so they're under pressure, and Móstoles basically have no other option but to win today. So it should be an absolute belter. Now, if you're wondering why there's a little slither of AstroTurf behind one of the goals, it's because, and I was watching a video about this yesterday, so I actually do a little bit of research from time to time. They seemingly use this for 3 versus 3 training for children, and also for goalkeeper training. So I don't know whose idea that might have been. Right, so I'm sitting near the Pozuelo fans, who were actually in really good voice when I was in Pozuelo, and they look like they've come in decent numbers again today, so that should be good. I think the Móstoles anthem is somewhat more modern than the ones we've seen from Colmenar and Guadalajara in recent weeks. Not bad. A bit more of an edge to it. I just played the first 20 seconds of Eye of the Tiger earlier before changing it for the Móstoles anthem, and if that doesn't pump you up, Eye of the Tiger, I don't know what will. Anyway, we're off. Customary pump forward to the first kick of the game. Close. Oh, it must have taken a touch. Corner. Oh, good dig from there. Swerved a bit in the air as well. Oh, that was travelling as well. Safe hands from the keeper. Now that's been a pretty lively start, as much for the Pozuelo fans as what's happening on the pitch. Although having said that, there have been a few efforts on goal from distance already, and I think the last time I was here there was a goal inside the first minute, so you know, that was quite hard to live up to. Left-footed keeper for Móstoles and everything. I'm telling you, Iker is running this club. Right, this to me looks like one of these free kicks is almost a little bit too close. You know, back in the day I used to like to have them about 5 yards further back. Curl them into the top corner. Oh, he went for the end of the wall one. Oh, another effort from distance, not far away. The opening goal, I can feel it coming. These guys are having a fake Rami down there. Great stuff. The football is so good at this time of year. The sun is shining. You've got games, I've got things riding on them. Love it. Oh, that's the closest we've been yet. And it was so well worked. Had a corner, played it all the way back out, and worked our way back into a shooting position. So really warming up. Finish. Oh, nicely finished. Nicely finished. Right in the bottom corner. And they're definitely making a bit of noise now. Now we've got a penalty for what, to be fair, did look like handball, although I'm not sure how much you could have done with it. Ball was played over the top, pass over the top rather, long ball over the top, and the striker just controlled it, and as he controlled it, it came down and hit the defender on the hand. So penalty chance for 2-0, and their ticket back into the playoff race. Save. I'm pretty sure I remember this guy smashing it into the top corner the last time I was here, and he went the same way. Didn't get the height on it though. Half time, 1-0 to the hosts. Not getting these guys down though. Fair play to them. Right, first of all, I think it's important to say just how impressed I am with Móstoles' style of football. I made that comment at the start of the game about them humping it forward, and I think it's the only time they've done it in the whole match. They've been passing it around the back, they've been getting the keeper involved, they've been trying to play goal kicks out short and building it from there. It's been really impressive stuff. I think their movement further ahead is pretty good as well. Attackers like making good space for the midfielders to run into, and basically they're causing all kinds of problems. They really trust themselves on the ball, which, you know, is not always a feature I've seen in this division. And again, I think, you know, the fact this game has been playing on grass, and I keep talking about this, I think makes an absolutely massive difference. So yeah, there's been some pretty intricate passing from Móstoles, and they fully deserve their 1-0 lead. I think Pozeulo haven't really been able to cope with them at all. You know, the only moments they've had have been when they've been able to rob possession from Móstoles. They've not been pressing too high up, even though Móstoles have been playing out from the back. And I think they've kind of just been caught a bit in between. I think they're kind of there, but they're not really pressing and not really affecting the game. So we'll see if they make a change for that in the second half. Now again, just at the risk of repeating myself, and I think I've said that about 4 times, so I'm just repeating myself all the time clearly. We've got the coolest feature of the ground, which is the massive trophy cabinet in the middle of the stand. Best team of Móstoles. And the Pozuelo fans go wild, 1-1. Crossing left hand side into the box, and it's the first clear chance they've mustered. Diving header, beat the keeper. So yeah, apologies for missing that goal. I actually came down the other end because I was expecting more Móstoles dominance. I was just taking an arty-farty photo of the corner flag, and Pozuelo went and scored. So yeah, they got it right round me there, didn't they? So close to 2-1. Móstoles again, like the first half, after a slow start to the second half, picking up a little bit. Right, I must be honest, when I was over there, I thought this band of fans was a bit bigger than it actually is. But still making decent noise though. Who the hell puts a floodlight, and not only one floodlight, but 4 floodlights, right in the middle of the pitch. I mean, come on, seriously. Here's we cut it back. Oh, could have gone anywhere. Oh, you're clean through, you got to finish. Save keeper. Finish. Can't see from here, but it went in. Although I'm guessing the reaction of the crowd will give it away. So the same as the one in the first half, I'm going for the smash. Straight the wall. And again. Offside. Offside! Why did you pass it? Oh, that could have finished it. Pozeulo still in with a chance. Oh, that was inches wide. Inches wide. Nicely done. Oh, the drama. They are absolutely loving it. 2-2, and that could be a pivotal moment in the race for the playoffs. For both teams, actually. For Pozeulo and also for Móstoles, that could be them done. And that's at full time. There was literally 20 seconds after that equalising goal. Heartbreak for Móstoles. Pozeulo are delighted to escape with the point. Right, so the sun has disappeared, and I think Móstoles' chances of making the playoffs have done as well. 2-2 the final score, and I feel really sorry for Móstoles, to be honest. I've seen them play twice now at home, and they've played really well in both games, and they've not won either of them. I think they definitely deserve to win the game. Just purely on the first half alone, they were not as fluid in the second half. I think Pozuelo got in their faces much more in the second half and made it more difficult for them. They were forced to play the ball longer, didn't have as much intricate passing. But even so, they still had a few chances. I think they were probably still the more threatening of the two teams, and they could have added to their tally. But it's really in the first half that they didn't lose this game, but they failed to win the game, as I think they definitely should have been further ahead at half time. Right, well, if you liked what you've seen and you haven't done so already, remember to subscribe to the Team on Tour on YouTube. I recently got past 100 subscribers, so I was delighted by that. Thanks a lot for your support. I think I'm setting 103, so help me reach my target of getting to 104 by the end of the campaign. So you can also find me on Twitter, on Facebook and on Instagram as well. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys again for the next video.